The Odyssey is an ancient Greek epic poem attributed to the poet Homer, believed to have been composed in the 8th century BCE. It is one of the two major ancient Greek epic poems, the other being the Iliad. We created this quick synopsis of the Odyssey, just in case you've never read it and would like to learn about it, or if you just need a refresher on the story. The Odyssey recounts the epic journey of the Greek hero Odysseus, also known as Ulysses, as he tries to return home after the fall of Troy. The poem was originally divided into 24 books, and it begins 10 years after the end of the Trojan War. Our synopsis is broken down into 20 parts, so let's begin. Part 1. The Trojan War ends. Odysseus and his men successfully capture Troy using the famous wooden horse. However, their journey home is delayed due to the wrath of the gods. Part 2. The Lotus Eaters. Odysseus and his crew encounter the Lotus Eaters, who offer them a fruit that causes forgetfulness. Some of his men eat the lotus, but Odysseus manages to drag them back to the ship. Part 3. The Cyclops Polyphemus. Odysseus and his men arrive on the island of the Cyclops, where they are trapped by the giant Polyphemus. Odysseus devises a plan to blind Polyphemus and escape, but he boasts about his real name, leading to divine retribution from Poseidon. Part 4. Aeolus and the Bag of Winds. The Wind King, Aeolus, gives Odysseus a bag containing all the winds to aid his journey. However, his curious crew opens the bag, causing a storm that blows them back to Aeolus's island, where he refuses to help them again. Part 5. Circe's Island. Odysseus reaches the island of Circe, a sorceress who turns some of his men into pigs. With the help of Hermes, Odysseus resists Circe's magic and becomes her lover. After a year, he convinces her to release his men. Part 6. The Underworld. Odysseus travels to the underworld to seek guidance from the blind prophet Tiresias. There, he meets the spirits of various heroes and receives prophecies about his journey. Part 7. The Sirens in Scylla and Charybdis. Odysseus encounters the Sirens, whose enchanting songs lure sailors to their deaths. He survives by having his crew plug their ears with wax while he ties himself to the mast to listen. Later, they must navigate the treacherous strait between Scylla, a six-headed monster, and Charybdis, a deadly whirlpool. Part 8. Helios's Cattle. Against the warnings of the gods, Odysseus's men eat the sacred cattle of the sun god Helios, bringing a curse upon them. Part 9. Calypso's Island. Odysseus is stranded on the island of Calypso, who falls in love with him and offers him immortality. He longs to return to his wife, Penelope, and his homeland, Ithaca. Part 10. Return to Ithaca. Zeus intervenes, and Odysseus leaves Calypso's island on a makeshift raft. He arrives on the island of the Phaeacians, where he recounts his journey to King Alcinous. Part 11. Arrival in Ithaca. The Phaeacians help Odysseus return to Ithaca, where he is disguised as a beggar by the goddess Athena. He learns about the suitors trying to marry Penelope and devouring his wealth. Part 12. Reunion with Telemachus. Odysseus reunites with his son Telemachus, and together, they plan to reclaim their home from the suitors. Part 13. The Contest of the Bow. Odysseus, still disguised, participates in a contest requiring the suitors to string Odysseus's bow and shoot an arrow through 12 axe handles. He wins the contest and reveals his true identity. Part 14. Slaying of the suitors. Odysseus, with the help of Telemachus and a few loyal servants, kills the suitors and restores order in his house. Part 15. Reunion with Penelope. Odysseus reveals himself to Penelope, who is initially skeptical but eventually accepts him as her husband. Part 16. Proving identity to Laertes. Odysseus reveals his true identity to his aging father, Laertes. Part 17. Retribution from the suitors' relatives. The relatives of the slain suitors seek revenge, but Athena intervenes to restore peace. Part 18. The Test of the Bed. To prove his identity to Penelope, Odysseus recounts a secret about their bed that only he knows. Part 19. The Final Test. Athena finally intervenes to restore peace and prevent further bloodshed. Conclusion. The Reconciliation. Odysseus and Penelope reunite, and peace is restored in Ithaca. The Odyssey is a tale of adventure, heroism, and the longing for home, while also exploring themes of fate, the intervention of the gods, and the consequences of one's actions. It remains one of the most celebrated and enduring works of ancient Greek literature. Thank you all so much for taking this journey into the amazing world of Homer's The Odyssey. We hope to see you again very soon.